Kahana shango toboruma.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly ask you please for the arrival of Her Excellency, the President of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. Let's remain standing for the singing of the national and AU anthem.
Namibia, land of the brave freedom fight, we have won. Glory to their bravery, whose blood waters our freedom. We give our love and loyalty, together in unity, contrasting beautiful Namibia, Namibia, our country, beloved land of savannas, hold high the banner of liberty. Namibia, our country, Namibia, motherland, we love thee. Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity. Oh, sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life.
Thank you very much. May we kindly please take our seats. Your Excellency, President Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, the President of the Republic of Namibia, Honorable Feni Tushavi, Member of Parliament, Ambassador Neville Gertze, the Executive Director, the Private Office of the Office of the President, Dr. Liki Erastus, the Managing Director of Mobile Telecommunications Company MTC, Tate Tim Ekanjo, Chief Brand, Marketing, Communication and Sustainability Officer at MTC, and Meme Salmi Shiweda, co-founder, the Kasie Vibe, now known as the MTC Kasie Vibe Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished invited guests, our vendors, exhibitors, stakeholders, members of the media, I welcome you to this auspicious activity. My name is John Ekongo. I will be your director of proceedings, and I have the distinct honor and privilege to accept this responsibility with humility. In the same vein, I hope I'll be doing justice because my invoice and my performance bonus depends on it. We are gathered obviously here to celebrate a uniquely Namibian concept, a concept that speaks to the ideation of the creative economy, youthful innovation, and the support for local, where it's an infusion of culture, infusion of traditional norms, infusion of business, as well as a celebration of the young mind. What does it aspire? The aspiration and the inspiration is for us to take charge of our economy using the opportunities that creates or created within the space we are and the opportunities that we create for ourselves. And in that score, we do have a very, very short program, and I hope, and my sincere hope, that everybody has a program with themselves. Let me just adjust this mic here. And on our program, I would therefore like to get straight into the matter, and I'd like then to give the opportunity over to the co-founder and an incredible business lady to give us her welcoming, opening, and whatever else remarks about the MTC Kasie Vibe. Please help me applaud Mrs. Salmi Shiweda.
I have to touch anything. Speak in this one. Your Excellency, Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, President of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. Liki Erastus, Mr. Tim Ekanjo, Mr. John Ekongo, distinguished government officials, our valued sponsors and strategic partners, business leaders, members of the media, our exhibitors, entrepreneurs, and creatives. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great honor and privilege to welcome you all to the MTC Kasie Vibe Festival 2026. Today, I have the privilege of sharing the journey of a festival that began with a simple dream and has grown into one of Namibia's leading platforms for entrepreneurship and community development. Your Excellency, this festival reflects your vision of building a Namibia driven by entrepreneurship, youth empowerment, innovation, and a thriving creative industry. Kasie Vibe proudly contributes to that vision by creating opportunities for local businesses, empowering creatives, and promoting Namibia's diverse culture. 9 years ago, my co-founder Bomba Shiweda and I shared a dream, born out of frustration. We knew what it felt like to have a talent, ambition, and ideas, yet not have access to a platform where we could showcase them. Instead of accepting these limitations, we envisioned creating a space where entrepreneurs, artists, and communities could come together to showcase their talents, grow their businesses, and celebrate the richness of Namibian culture. That vision became the foundation of everything we continue to build today. Since then, the festival has grown from a community initiative into a nationally recognized event. Like every successful journey, ours has come with challenges. Yet every obstacle has inspired us to innovate, improve, and continue creating greater opportunities for the people we serve. This growth would have not been possible without the support of our partners. So again, we extend our sincere appreciation to our partner sponsor, MTC, for believing in our brand and making the connection. A huge thank you to Pupkovets Toyota, our mobility partner, Shell Gas, the energy partner, Namib Mills, SMC, and Jägermeister. Your partnership continues to make this vision possible. Ladies and gentlemen, the true success of Kasie Vibe Festival is measured by the opportunities it creates. Every entrepreneur who gains new customers, every artist who reaches a wider audience, every partnership that begins here, every young person inspired to start a business. That is the legacy we continue to build. As we continue this journey, we remain committed to growing Kasie Vibe into a platform that empowers entrepreneurs, strengthens the creative economy, and contributes to Namibia's economic development. To our exhibitors, artists, sponsors, volunteers, and every visitor, thank you for believing in the Kasie Vibe vision and for being part of this remarkable journey. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your presence and continued support. Together, we are proving that when we invest in creativity, entrepreneurship, and our people, we build a stronger Namibia. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Satoka Multicultural Group. Your Excellency, the infusion of Namibian young people appreciating our culture. I saw Rukwangali or Kavango East, whether it was Sambu or Miriku, somewhere there. Yeah, okay. And obviously the Horokwes, the Setswana, And again, that's the vision of you talking Namibia committed, Namibia united. A dream deferred is not a dream delayed, but our young people are therefore at the helm of this. And speaking of young people, I hope I'm not going to get in trouble, but I'll ask another young man who's also leading another big company, and that is Dr. Licky Erastus. In fact, one of only two doctors in informatics, computics, and everything technology related in Namibia. Trained locally, in fact. I must just highlight that, doctor. I'm not looking for a pay rise. I'm just saying this. Dr. Erastus.
Excellency, the President of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah. I always like to be one of the speakers that come after all protocols have been expressed. So please allow me to stand on the protocols already observed. Earlier, Her Excellency was asking what Kasie vibe means. And I actually want to, I stand to be corrected, but I think the youth goes up to 45, age 45, I think. And unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, I turned 46. So maybe Her Excellency might consider to move it up to accommodate some of us. I also saw Commissioner Lungameni earlier. I want to put context to why I actually picked him up. So if one has to ask Commissioner Lungameni, where are you from? He will proudly say, I'm from Omtata. Now, Omtata is the term used for Oshakati West, which is the location in Oshakati. And so it goes. Others will say, I'm from the Dal, which is Komasdal. I'm from Golgotha 13. I don't know what to say. All I can say is I'm from Bahama Street. But Your Excellency, this is just to demonstrate that we always put pride in terms of where we're coming from. And as I was going through my speech, I wasn't sure whether I should say good morning or should I say Fera, Hulekele, I don't know. Yes, but good morning, everyone. Your Excellency, on behalf of the MTC and the MTC Maris Board, management, and staff, we are sincerely grateful for your presence because basically your presence affirms the importance of youth empowerment, entrepreneurship, and initiatives that create meaningful opportunities for young Namibians. And we are sincerely grateful. MTC's commitment to youth socio-economic empowerment is demonstrated through the platforms we support, particularly those that stimulate economic activity and contribute to our people's advancement. Today, we extend this commitment through the Kasie Vibe Festival, which now will be officially known as the MTC Kasie Vibe Festival. This festival celebrates Namibia's creative arts, cultural expression, youthful energy, and community talent. It provides entrepreneurs, creatives, small enterprises, food vendors, and innovators with a platform to showcase their skills, connect with markets, and contribute to economic development. MTC pledged an annual amount of 1 million for the next 3 years towards this initiative. This marks the beginning of an exciting partnership. And building an inclusive and prosperous Namibia requires collaboration among government, the private sector, communities, and individuals. MTC supports national priorities of unity, youth empowerment, entrepreneurship, and a meaningful economic participation through this festival. Your Excellency, in 2024, MTC introduced MTC Maris. Now, Maris in Kwekwe Kovab means money. So MTC Maris stands for MTC Money. And this is a mobile phone-based money transfer and payment service that simplifies financial participation for all Namibians. Users can deposit, withdraw, transfer, pay for goods and services, and manage transactions directly from their mobile devices without a traditional bank account. Basically, your cell phone number becomes your bank account that allows you to transact. MTC Maris advances financial inclusion by bringing practical financial services to the unbanked and the underbanked, especially young entrepreneurs, informal traders, small businesses, and underserved communities. At the MTC Kasie Vibe Festival, vendors will use MTC Maris as the preferred cashless payment solution, promoting safer, more convenient, and transparent business practices. This is a meaningful digital transformation. It is technology that enters communities, supports small businesses, strengthens local trading, and empowers ordinary people to participate in the economy. We are proud to say MTC Maris contributes to national development by supporting an inclusive digital economy, improving business ease, and encouraging entrepreneurship, and helping Namibians meaningfully participate in the economic growth. Our MTC ambassadors will assist attendees, share information, and help everyone experience the benefits of MTC Maris. In conclusion, Your Excellency, MTC is committed to investing in initiatives that connect people, empower communities, and contribute to Namibia's socio-economic development. To everyone who made this event possible, I commend your efforts. We look forward to a vibrant, meaningful, and responsibly enjoyable weekend. Thank you for your support, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Erastus. Much appreciated indeed. And we commend you and your leadership for the commitment of $1 million. I didn't hear anybody clap hands for that. Yes, thank you. So, indeed, making the connection. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the distinct honor and pleasure to grant the space to Her Excellency, Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, the President of the Republic of Namibia, the 8th administration. In fact, I must also say that I used to work with a president when I was a wee young man many years ago. Your Excellency.
Please take your seats. Today is the day I'm really feeling youngest in my life because I'm really among the young people, I can tell you. Thank you very much, Director of Ceremony, Mr. John Ekongo. You want to remind me of the Minister of Information and Broadcasting. So, because that's where we work together. Now it's a different ministry. Honorable Feni Muchari, members of Parliament, and also assisting in the private office of the President of SWAPO Party. The Mr. Hertz Ambassador, who is assisting in the private office of the President of the Republic of Namibia. The youngest Chief Executive Officer then in one of the important enterprise in our country, the MTC Managing Director. Of course, our host, Selmi Shiweda, the co-founder, and Tim Ekanjo, you are known very much in this activities, and we are really, really grateful. All the young people present here, all invited guests. The managing director asked me to change the youth age. I will tell you a story. When I was 50, I stopped at one place and there was a discussion on retirement age. And because of the high unemployment, those who were discussing were saying retiring at 60 is too far because you are keeping too many people in the job while others also need to go in. So it was a heated debate. And then I say, then fine, I have already retired because I turned 50 this year. Then they say, no, you look too young. I say, but that's what you are asking. So today we can push the youth age to 60. So Director of Ceremonies, first and foremost, allow me to express my appreciation to the organizer of the 2026 MTC Cast Fiber Festival for the invitation extended to me to be part of this well-thought initiative. Now I even understand the meaning, and it is telling from the audience that are here. I commend the founders of the MTC Cast Fiber Festival, Velbert and Selma Shiweda, the family, these young Namibian couples who created the platform that empowers young people by providing opportunities to showcase their entrepreneurial ventures, creative talents, production, and services is highly commendable. My great admiration goes to the partners and the sponsors of this annual event that brings together entrepreneurs, artists, innovators, and small and medium enterprises, and families from across the country. I have to congratulate and thank MTC that has now decided to be a permanent partner in this initiative. As I have learned that from this year, this festival will be called MTC Kasie Fiber Festival. What a good combination, as you are all moving on the right direction. Director of Ceremonies, the story of every successful nation is written by its people. The innovators who create, the entrepreneurs who invest, the artists who inspire, and the young men and women whose ideas shape the future. And this is what we are witnessing today here at Brakwater. Of most significance, this festival is aligned to one of our national priority areas of development, namely creative industries. And I'm sure Namibians will now agree. When I was saying, when we were developing the SWAPO election manifesto 2024, which is now to run 2025, 2030, we did not sow out of in the air. There was a weather analysis and weather consultation as to what our people are yearning for. There was a weather analysis as to what are the issues that can carry us forward so that we identify them as our priority areas. And creative industry come one of those. And that's why we have it today as part of NDP 6. As we all know, creative industry is innovation. If you cannot create, you cannot innovate. If you innovate, you can create. So that's how they are very much linked. And I said, all of us in our lives, we depend on a creative industry. We depend on innovation. Just make a brief stop and look at your body. What is that except your, even it was also created by God. He innovated and creates our bodies. Now, everything that we are putting on, somebody thought and designed that jacket. Somebody thought and designed the shoes, the ring, the scarf, the earring, the glasses, everything we are putting on is a result of innovation and creativity. Hence the importance of creative industry and creativity. Therefore, it's highly gratifying to me as a head of state to see how Namibians are embracing NDP 6 and become part of its implementation team. Memeshweda, when NDP 6 was drafted, you were already on the game. And now you realize how you and your colleague have inspired. And today you are enforcing the implementation of NDP 6. It's my strong position that if all of us, including the youth, who are the majority of our population, believe in the developmental agenda of our country as set out by government, together we will be successful. Madam Chiweda, at her concluding statement, she also underlined it, that together we can build a strong Namibia. Therefore, thereby bringing about a balanced prosperity for all of us. I would therefore like each one of us to think out of the box and see how best you can contribute to our developmental agenda. It does not need to be a big thing. As they say, a long journey starts with one step. We need to have open mind. We have to be visionary, and we must be very hopeful. But if we turn our heads down, if we make hopeless among ourselves, we will never ever develop this country. And unemployment and poverty will become a norm. And our great children, they are not going to appreciate our period in this earth. Last night I was listening to the pastor preaching. He says you must realize that we are all made with a purpose. You can live maybe for 100 years, but if you have not lived a purpose, the pastor said, for the lack of the word, we may say you have wasted oxygen. Director of ceremony, the festival success is a source of pride for Namibians, demonstrating the power of collective efforts and the positive impact of investing in our creativity and entrepreneurial sector. And it's really my hope that this partnership between MTC and the co-founder of the Kasie Viber will bring tangible results. Director of Ceremonies, MTC Kasie Fiber Festival has proven that our people do not lack talent. They simply lack a space and a stage to show their case, talent, and their product. It further reminds us that business and innovations, ideas do not come from big offices, but they also sprung from our towns, villages, informal market, homes, communities, and indeed, business and innovation are present around us every day, everywhere. History tells us people like Opa Indongo, they just started carrying a machine in their shoulder and then mending people's clothes. But today we are talking about Indongo, Toyota, and many others. Namibia is a young country, not only in terms of its history, but demographic. The majority of our people are the youth. And this is the advantage we have. Let our youth, who are full of energy, ambitions, and new ideas, and eager to contribute, learn and lead, make use of the spaces that are created for them. And a space like this one is a powerful advantage that our youth must enhance. When I was a youth, I was inspired. And I can say with confidence, the inspiration I got from what was surrounding me has made Namibia what it is today. The inspiration was to defend and liberate the country so that the future generation would have a wide scope of opening up and contribute to the Namibia we want. And that is now the time for you to contribute to the Namibia we want, a prosperous Namibia, a Namibia where every Namibian is proud to be called a Namibian. A Namibian where Namibia's natural resources are balancedly shared. A Namibia where one is living in harmony. A Namibia where prosperity is for all. And it's you and me who should make this to work. This is why youth empowerment and the creative industry remain so important to the government as part of the National Development Plan and to contribute to the economic growth. There are several programs targeting youth from various perspectives dedicated to providing equitable access to quality skill training for all young people and empowering them through sustainable livelihood initiatives such as the Youth Credit Scheme, semester-based short courses at multi-purpose youth center, the National Youth Service, Equipment Aid Scheme program, and of course, the Youth Development Fund. I'm also happy to see the private sector having their own initiatives that are focusing on our youth. And this particular program we are celebrating today is one of those I commend highly. We want young people to move from having ideas to building real sustainable business. And for that to happen, they need support, mentorship, market, funding, skills, and the right network. It is really my strong belief that during this festival, this is the networks we want. For me, this is one of the right network and take advantage of it. We must also be clear that government alone cannot do everything. Therefore, to ensure access to finance, education, digital infrastructure, mentorship, and market, we must all contribute and play our role. Yes, we have decided as a government to have partially subsidized university and vocational training. Partially in the sense that we will only support registration and tuition fees. But for now, we will not be able to support non-academic requirements, namely specifically transport and accommodation. And that's where we are asking the nation to meet the government halfway to see how best we can cover those elements as a nation. The private sector should continue investing in young people. Financial institutions should become more open and accessible to startups. And as communities, we must support local business because when they grow, our economy grows and we all benefit. Businesses, as much as they belong to individuals, they belong to all of us. One time I entered a hotel here in Namibia when I was booking in. And then I saw the staff on that day was not highly motivated. And then I say, oh, how is it going? Do you know that this hotel belongs to all of us? I'm also owner of this hotel. Then say, what? I'm also owner of this hotel. I'm owner of this hotel because if this hotel was not existing, where am I going to sleep today? Just the same with you. You are the owner of this hotel. If you do not save it properly here, and customers do not come, this hotel is going to close. And where are you going to get your salary? Even if it's small, you might think it's small, but what will happen if it closes and you cannot get that small salary? So businesses are there to save all of us. She started laughing. We laughed about it. A month later, I came back. They said, welcome back to our hotel. I said, thank you very much. Now you realize it's our hotel. So therefore, creative industry is our economy. When we speak about creative industry, which we must all support, we speak about real jobs and real business. Music, films, fashions, digital content, gaming, visual art, photograph, and design are not just hobbies. They are industries. Those are industries that are creating jobs. They can create income, attract investment, and make Namibia a story to the world. I therefore once again commend MTC for its ongoing investment in creative and cultural industry and platform that create opportunities for young people. We value your contribution to Namibia's economic advancement, and this is what partnership looks like. Government, business, and community working together to create an opportunity that people can actually use for the benefit of all of us. As we look ahead, we need to shift the strategies from hosting events to building creative infrastructures. Let us bridge the gap between raw grassroots passion and sustainable creative cultures. Memeshweda and your co-founder, you have made us proud. And you must know that the nation appreciates your initiative. Director of Ceremonies, let us build a Namibia where innovation thrives. Let us create a Namibia that celebrates entrepreneurship. Let us build Namibia where every young person has the confidence to dream and innovate and the opportunity to prosper. As I conclude, let me end with a simple reminder. The greatest resource Namibia possesses is not beneath our soil. It is not our minerals. It's not our landscape. It is our people, including our young people. Those minerals are there, but if we are not there, they are meaningless. Therefore, we need to have the capacity to make use of them. And that's why our policy of beneficiation, value addition comes in. As a government, we are serious about this. And we want Namibians, when you get your partner, a business partner, who should bring in money, remember you are the one who are owning the resources. There must be a good balance in your discussions. Don't just be thinking of 20 billion the person is bringing in. It's because they know with the resources you are having, they can get 100 billion. So don't negotiate with your business partner with a poverty mentality. You are rich. You have the power. You are equals. So don't push them to the government for the government to negotiate for you. Negotiate, you have the power, you are equals. They bring the money, you have resources. That's what we mean for our value addition. Therefore, let us invest in our people in order to build even their negotiation capacity. Let us believe in our people that they can make a difference. Let us also believe on what we are producing ourselves. You cannot start to be perfect. And if you are comparing our product of young entrepreneur with the product from Europe or Asia, then you know you are destroying yourself. Buy them so that you empower them to improve on their product. As much as I might not necessarily agree, the Bible tells us, and I think this one is good. The first person to be created, we know. The second one must be more perfect than the other. So, therefore, let us empower our young entrepreneur. Sometimes I go to places and people are saying, why the president, you are in the small hotels? Comrades, how did those ones become big hotels? If there is a way I can sleep in that guest house, let me empower with the hope that maybe 20 years, 30 years from now, it's going to be a big hotel. So if we are going to those who are already empowered, who's going to empower the small ones? The same with our product. They could be poor at the beginning, but they will improve as much as we do that. So let us open doors for our young entrepreneurs and let us empower them. Together we can build a Namibia that is innovative, inclusive, prosperous, and ready for the future. I wish the MTC Kasie Fiber Festival every success this year and in the future. May this gathering inspire new businesses, new partnership, new ideas, and new opportunities for today and for generations to come. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And if I may, with your indulgence, Your Excellency, just have you on stage again so that we can officially commission the opening of this ceremony. And I would like to invite Meme Salmi, Honorable Feni Tushavi. Your Excellency, this is a very auspicious occasion now because I get to tell Her Excellency what to do. So, Your Excellency, if you just move to my stage right, I'm pointing here. Thank you, Your Excellency. Meme Salmi, Honorable Tushavi, just here. Okay. Can we now have the sesame? And because we are young people, can we now get those, make this go viral? No?
It's now my singular honor and privilege to declare Kasie Fiber Festival 2026 officially open.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We are indeed appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, we may take our seats. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Your Excellency, please. Your Excellency, once again, thank you. And of African adage says that the words of the elders become something sweet someday. And in that narrative, Your Excellency combined a very powerful statement that our resources, our naturally endowed resources, remains meaningless without the input of our young people. Which also brings me to the message, the central core of the message, that reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from the founding father, His Excellency, late President Dr. Sam Nujoma, who always said, "A nation united, striving for the common good of all people of society, shall always emerge victorious." And as young people, Her Excellency has made it very clear. Let's not negotiate from a position of poverty. We are endowed with resources and are ingenious. Thank you. We have reached almost the end of our program, but I would like to highlight what's going to happen next. After I exit on stage, it will then be Satoka Multicultural Group to give us the last item. And once that, yes, I know you are very excited. We'll get there. And then once Satoka has done their part and they've left, we'll then stand for the singing of the AU and the national anthem, upon which Her Excellency will be then ushered just by my stage front. I was a drama director at some point in schools. That's why I'm sometimes so very dramatic. So, by my stage center, where there are those 4 cushion chairs there, and that Her Excellency and the entourage will then take their sitting position. Our camera and official photography will then take this towards our south, take a picture, and all of you who are seated here, you will be in that picture. So you turn around, don't move your chairs, just kindly turn around, and then make sure that you make the nicest cheer and Kasie vibe while the picture gets taken, and then that will bring us close to the end. Are we clear? We are clear, ne? Satoka Multicultural Group. Thank you. What a pride and joy. What a pride and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pandu Zonene, Rupandu, and then Setswana, how do you say thank you? Kalabo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our official program. I now have a distinct honor to end this because it says vote of thanks on my part, but my really vote of thanks firstly will just start by me. I'm thanking myself. But with all honesty, thank you for your kind attention. Your Excellency, thank you very much for indeed gracing us with your presence. We appreciate, and like I promised in the briefing, 12 o'clock you shall not be here. I'll make sure that within time. It's one thing that I've picked up from your time at the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Time is non-negotiable. You stick to time. And I hope I've done a good job. Honorable Feni Duchabi, thank you very much, Honorable, for coming. We appreciate that. And thank you for the sneakers and the suit because the young people see that. Ambassador Neville Gertze, once again, thank you very much. I hope the years of my being at the National Council and Ministry of Information and the Government Services Protocol training that I attended, I just have to indicate it was at the House of Commons in UK as part of the Commonwealth Parliamentary training. So thank you very much for that training. I appreciate that. Mr. Tim Ekanjo, thank you, boss. Can we have the day off today, please? Meme Salmi, the president is giving you a task. Continue on the good. Dr. Liki Erastus, thank you very much. I see you put on your sunglasses. So I don't know why that is, but we appreciate that. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for being here. Where I've erred and made mistakes, please do forgive me. To err is human, but to acknowledge it is better, profound impact on everybody else. I once again say thank you for being here, and now may I kindly ask you all to stand for the singing of the AU and the national anthem.
Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity. All sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life. Now Namibia, land of the brave freedom fight, we have won. Glory to their bravery, whose blood waters our freedom. We give our love and loyalty, together in unity, contrasting beautiful Namibia, Namibia, our country, beloved land of savannas, hold high the banner of liberty. Namibia, our country, Namibia, motherland, we love thee.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the head delegation, please, if you may kindly move to the position of the official MTC Kasie Vibe photograph. All right. Can we now all turn around, guys? And if let's make sure that we're in that picture.